How you doing? Are you doing well? It's me and Dorothy out this beautiful Sunday morning for a walk and a chat. It's quite overgrown now. So Dorothy struggles with a bit of ground clearance and objects to certain routes, so we'll see where we go. Oh, it's gorgeous. Really nice. T-shirt weather. 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Nice. See, while I've been making these videos and posting them, obviously I have to review them. Which was the whole point of making the videos in the first place, was to have a record of what I think when I'm out here on my own with Dorothy. And when you do review those videos, it raises other questions about how I can sort of convey what I believe and know to be true about my own experience in a way that can help you. And it makes me analyse how I've got to where I am, what decisions and choices that I made along the way were influential in where I am today. And I think that lots of those decisions or incidents, occurrences that at the time I believe were out of my control were actually very much in my control. If that makes any sense. And I'll give you an example of a direction changing event that happened to me when I was 18. So I'd just passed my test in my parents' car and had I bought my first car. Terrible with money. I was only an apprentice, so I had a loan for this car, and the insurance was expensive. And prior to me passing my test, or just after me passing my test actually, in my parents' car, I had an accident. I didn't do the decent thing, I drove off. I shouldn't laugh, but I drove off. I panicked, slipped on some ice, went to a car, drove off. However, unbeknown to me, someone had seen me taking my registration number. That was a really interesting evening when I came home to see my mum and dad sat on the table waiting for my arrival. Oh yeah. Well, however, so I had a rather hefty fine and 10 points on my licence at the age of 18. Wow, yeah, failure to stop, failure to report. So when I had my first car that I had a loan for, I didn't the points at the time were pending. So I failed to mention that these points were pending. And of course the result was that the car insurance was far cheaper. However, it would be, I think about 6-7 months later, was coming from work, pulled out of the exit onto a road about half past 3 in the afternoon. Bent down to put a cassette, my tape deck, my Escort, so it's down there, which took my vision below the sun visor, and I went straight in the back of a gas van. Literally straight in the back of it. Saw it last second. Result, gas van, 1,600 quid worth of damage, my car written off. That's okay, I'm insured. No, I'm not. I hadn't told them about the pending convictions. Oh, dear me. So I'm left with no car, a loan to pay on a car that I haven't got, and 600 quid of damages to the gas board, plus my own ambulance journey to the hospital, and a few other 100 quid worth of list expenses. So that was pretty cataclysmic in my, if you like, sort of late teens. It caused me lots of angst and worry. But now, some nearly 40 years later, I can see that incident set off a series of related chain-related events. So I don't look back at that event with any angst whatsoever. And the only reason I can do that is because of the experience and the years that have passed that have allowed me to realise that where I am right now, right this second, is where I've chosen to be. And that's when you truly accept that where you are right this second is the result of every decision, every thought you've had in your life. It gives you enormous power. Enormous power. Because it means that you can change where you are in your journey. That's within you. Because, again, when I was at my first car, didn't want a rock box, wanted to show I was ahead. Yeah, I worked with a lot of guys in the 20s, 30s, who, as a 17, 18-year-old, you look up to. Yeah. And you can see the ones that you think have made it in life. Yeah. And along with all the social conditioning at the time, again, it's the late 80s, so Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Tom Cruise, they're all the lots of nettles down here, isn't there, Dos? You can't walk through all that. Yeah, carry through here. Okay, back here. Yeah, go down a bit more. Yeah, so all the social conditioning about bodybuilding, you must have this body, and you start to form what you think your idea of sexual success should be, based on what you believe about others. And I've touched on this before. Just because you think they're successful doesn't mean that they are, or they even think they are. You need to base your version of success on what you truly believe, not on other people's or your idealistic views may be. It's really hard to hear, doesn't it? Oh man, you're never going to walk through here, are you? Now I'm getting stung to buggery. It's warm, we've got a t-shirt on, man. Yeah, we've got a tough route up there, Doz. We'll go that way, or we can go back. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I think it's easy to go back for you. Yeah, we'll go up to the top another way. Yeah, so these people that we think have got it together, yeah, who are in the 20s and 30s. They're not even living themselves, really. But we get sucked into this quest for trinkets and nice things. If we think that is what we need to show the world that we're doing all right, we've got it sussed out. There we go. Go on, try and get through. No, back it up. Come on, lift you over there then. Come on. Better. Stung all over my blinking elbow. We'll find some Dockleys in a second. It'll be sound. Yeah, anyway. Get it together. Where was that? Yeah, we think that people have it together, and we copy sort of people a little bit older than us to go through life. But until you realise that no one can define your happiness and success. That's for you to define. I tell you one thing, you won't define it in your 20s or in your 30s. See, wisdom can only really come from experience. Yeah, I'm not wise by stretched imagination, but I'm wiser than I was. And that wisdom allowed me to analyse that really cataclysmic event in my late teens, which did change the direction of the course of my life. But I can now see that the benefit all along the way from that branch point was far, far, far more important than the angst it caused me to feel. And the reason it took me on a journey is probably a story for another time. But suffice to say that not all events that you experience in your life that you think are negative at the time will turn out to be negative. Yeah. There's something working for you in your higher spirit that's sometimes takes the reins and jolts them in another direction. It's the only way to change that course. Take care for now, and I'll catch you soon.